Rack those things up again. Let's move this thing.
I just want another mag now.
Hey, it's nice to meet you. Yeah, you're welcome.
Like this.
It's not anything near what the early age double stacked 1911s were.
They've come a long way.
All right, Kevin, so we're out here and I'm ready to start shooting these things and having some fun. However, there's an LEO group over here.
Yeah, well, we walked over and found out they're doing some training over here. So my idea is, hey man, let's go do some blind reactions. They don't know who I am.
I love it. I'm a little jealous because I want to shoot it now, but let's go get them.
You shot it at TriggerCon, yeah?
I didn't get a chance to shoot it at TriggerCon.
Well, we're gonna get a chance for Aaron to shoot it today. So
we're gonna have some fun. Let's go get some of these people.
Yeah, let's do it.
Anybody that wants to come over and let's have them shoot.
Yeah, all right, man. Sounds good.
Law enforcement for 16 years. I'm on a special response team. I'm also a team sniper for our special response team.
Nice.
Straight up blind, never shot it before. Yeah, I'd put that in my holster for sure. You guys care if I do that again?
No, let's reset it.
Have some fun with it.
The first reactions, man.
That's amazing. Smooth, good trigger squeeze. Smooth. It's awesome. The other thing I'd say immediately too is the weight. The weight is perfectly distributed as I'm coming up.
Good. What's your background? What do you do?
Retired police officer, 16 years SWAT team, sniper, stuff like that.
Awesome.
And now I'm tactical training.
I'm Kevin with PHOENIX Trinity Firearms. You were out here doing some training for some law enforcement guys?
We are.
All right, and we just snatched you up to get a blind reaction. This is our brand new H-TAC from PHOENIX Trinity Firearms. It's a double stack 1911, and I'm just gonna let you shoot it and see what your thoughts are.
Sounds good.
All right, there you go, buddy. So, what do you think?
Low recoil.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
Good. Awesome. Well, thanks for playing with it, and it was nice to meet you.
Awesome.
All right. Okay.
Wow. It's a very interesting design.
I mean, this thing's money, bro, honestly. I said, this is what blew my mind.
What is that on the grip there? What is that texture? I mean, it's like sandpaper, but
It's like it's Talon grip tape.
Okay, that's what I was asking if it's grip tape or not, because I do like to get my grips stippled. Could I stipple that?
We do have a different version that you can do a stippled one that we're going to be releasing in 2023. The H-TAC hit the streets, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 months ago. We started talking about it on podcasts and just kind of feeling out the market, and we saw that there was a need for we started with the Honcho, which is a platform that is built specifically for the competitive shooter. It's a multi-platform thing. You can switch your calibers around because of our linkless barrel system, but not everybody needs that, and it's not a practical application to your everyday person for duty or your guy that just wants to go to the range and have the best shooting pistol in his hands when he goes out to the range, whether it's a lane right in front of you or you're going out to your outdoor range. So the H-TAC basically, got developed. We were able to put the same time, effort, the tooling, the machining, the materials into this gun as that we build our Honcho with. But because of the process that our owners were able to figure out, Brian and Tiffany, we were able to help with the cost of it to the consumer. So a all steel gun except the grip is aluminum, obviously, helps with the weight at the end of the day. And then we did the grip tape versus stippling, helps with machine time. And I was scared at first with that option. I was like, man, it's not gonna be the same. I'm not gonna like this. And then I got it in my hand and man, I freaking love it.
So I do want to get into your H-TAC, breaking it down, kind of explaining the innards of it. But before we do that, I also want to touch on your Morph Series just a little bit more. I know this is kind of what started you guys in the process of developing your H-TAC, am I right?
Yeah, so we jumped into the Morphs based off the Honcho concept where you could swap around multiple calibers, multiple barrels that are fit for your gun. So if you want to shoot like this one right here, it's got your threaded barrel in it, but then you want to throw your 40 bull barrel in it, and for whatever time of year, I carry different guns based on the weather. And you know, this is a fall winter gun for me, for sure. Or I'll throw it in a backpack or that kind of situation. So yeah, that's how it kind of all started. But then we said, hey, then the HTAC started becoming a conversation. Well, this is a carry gun. Well, how do we get it into a duty or a more tactical, driven market, and to the people that appreciate that stuff? So personally, obviously, my favorite of the morphs is going to be the 1776. The machining detail that we put into this gun is next to nothing, in my opinion, and it's functional. Those stars right there and the people on the back, yeah, it looks really good, but it provides you very nice grip, and it won't catch on your clothes for where Brian decided to put that stuff. So
yeah, and it's great. This is one of those pieces that this is like an heirloom piece, right? That's going to be in your safe for years and years and years. You're passing this down to your children, their children, their children after them. I mean, this is one of those firearms, that Morph series, that gives you the option to change out barrels, but also that is a timeless heirloom piece for your family.
100%. And I mean, yeah, it's not a cheap gun. It wasn't built to be a cheap gun. But the good part is for what it is at the end of the day, and the machining and the blood, sweat, and tears that go into building these guns for you guys, still pretty reasonably priced for, in my opinion, for what you're getting at the end of the day.
All right, so Kevin, now that we've went ahead and got the gun apart and everything, I do want to go over, as far as the innards go, what the differences are between what PHOENIX Trinity does versus a standard 1911 double stack.
Absolutely. So let's take a look at it. So if you look at this barrel, right, it looks like a traditional Glock barrel, or any of the other barrels that go in your standard polymer pistols, right? Well, we're missing a link, because we don't have a link in ours. Ours is a linkless barrel system. It's one less thing to potentially come out of tolerance or go wrong. And generally the link's one of the first things that you can maybe run into issues with. With a 1911 and a double stack, whatever. Obviously the 1911 stood the test of time. It's been around forever, and it's an amazing platform for a reason. But Brian, being a engineering guy with aeronautics background and a racing background, he wanted to be different. So came out with the locking block. Somebody tried this before, and I don't even know the name of the company. They just never kind of put the gas into it to make it go anywhere, and we got behind that. So you'll see here, we've got our locking block piece that goes in there, which puts the gun, if I can figure out how to put it in there, it'd be good too, which locks the gun up and for when it's functioning. And you'll look here, there's no barrel lug to drop into the top of this, so it's the precision that you're able to get and the tolerances, because we can see exactly what's going on in here, and not having to mess with the barrel lugs on top of it. It just makes it easier. And a byproduct of the linkless barrel system is the felt recoil. It changes it. And I've had guys that have shot the traditional stuff, and they're going, what's the difference? Why does this feel different than my other double stack 1911 that I'm running? And this is a byproduct of it. And the other part is we can switch things around. So you can pop this barrel out, your comped barrel, and then drop in your threaded barrel, or we're not there yet, because we kind of wanted to keep this easy for the consumer and our dealers that are moving these guns for us. You can technically swap calibers around with these guns, like on the Morph system. It would put you into a custom order category with us as of right now, and it would significantly increase your lead time. But because of the locking block system, there's a little breech block that can be put in there, and you can technically swap calibers around. Again, don't get crazy on the internet with me. We're not doing that as of right now with the H-TAC series. It may be down the road. You want that? You look at our Honcho platform. Happy to do that for you. And it will continue to be available in the Morph series.
And that's the other thing too, is you do have multiple options when it comes to this H-TAC series.
Yep.
So you've got, this is what your duty version is,
right? That is the duty version, which is going to come standard with a 9mm barrel. It's going to be cut. You can add a plate to it, but it's going to come with an irons plate on it at the end of the day, and it's going to come in FDE or black and a non-compensated 9mm.
I do have to say, this FDE color, man, it's nice.
Well, and I think I didn't know how we were going to do it at first. It just showed up to my house, because that's just how we roll.
Just so that everybody is perfectly clear, right? Because swapping barrels are options and everything like that. This is actually your H duty option.
Right.
But your H line of pistols that you have, you also have your HTAC.
Yes.
So you
that's the
have
one.
multiple options for what you want to go with.
Yep. So, and you know, the only difference is, guys, this is going to come standard with a conf barrel, and you're going to have what I call sexy or fancy slide cuts in it. That's really it. So the choice is really going to come down to what your preference is. And some guys don't want to mess with the comp barrel and don't need the fancy slide cups, and they can save themselves a couple $300 and go with that. And like you said, I think the FDE turned out pretty nice.
Yeah, this color is super sexy.
Yep.
I love it.
So I think it looks really good with the black accents. I think you'll see more from the H series in the future, but for now, these are our flagship models in this series. And you know, a lot of people always get crazy with these guns and the lead times. Well, the more you do to them and the more options you make or give the consumer options, the longer it takes to get to you guys at the end of the day, or the longer it takes to, you know, send to your FFL. So we're trying to keep it to where we can get these guns out to consumers quicker.
Yeah, trying to get it a little bit more streamlined so that you can get these in the hands of people that want them.
You want custom, you need to go more for honcho.
Yep.
You want a standard out of the box, ready to run, badass gun, then you go the H-TAC, and you don't have to wait near as long as you're gonna wait for the other guys.
That's awesome.
Hey man, check this out. Cerakote 2022, what is it? Most innovative handgun. I can tell you we did kind of know about this. We didn't know about the trophy part, but we're humbled, man. And we're happy to be part of Cerakote. It was an amazing event, and look forward. Now we have to come up with something more innovative.
Oh yeah.
Good seeing you, man.
Hey, since you're here, you want to shoot it some more?
Absolutely. Okay.